So my next question is for Madhu. Uh, I've known Madhu from long. I think British High Commission is really very aggressive in kind of implementing what is done in UK, and they are trying to do something similar in India. So may I know, as such, like, what do you see that future for India should be like as per the what high level projects are going on in UK?
I hope I'm audible. Unlike my fellow panelists, I'm not an expert, but I'll just try to, first, in the interest of the audience here, may I just introduce briefly the kind of work that we are doing in India? So I work with the British Deputy High Commission here in Chandigarh, and we are the government representatives of a department called Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, Government of UK. In India, we work across a range of issues. I primarily lead on the work on climate change and renewable energy, which includes electric mobility, forestry, green hydrogen, and many other cross-cutting areas that we'll be discussing in this panel. My fellow panelists just before me spoke on electric mobility. So I'll just like to say what we are doing on electric mobility currently. So we have programs on called the UK Pact, which is short form for Partnering for Accelerated Climate Transitions. And through that program, we are working with the city administration in Chandigarh as well as Shimla to prepare a roadmap for sustainable mobility. We are trying to build international partnerships between cities in UK and their counterparts here through that program. We're also trying to address the key issues of last mile connectivity, how to enhance the uptake of electric vehicles across different segments. So those are the key areas through which we are working. And also at a policy level, we do provide inputs on the state draft policies of EV. So that's something that we do. I think I'd like to say, particularly on green hydrogen, I think there is a massive amount of scope and opportunity. Between UK and India, we have agreed a roadmap, 2030 roadmap that we call, and green hydrogen very strongly features in that. In UK, to promote green hydrogen, we have many initiatives in UK, but I'll just mention briefly about two. We have something called the Net Zero Green Hydrogen Fund, which is basically a fund that can be accessed by private and academic institutes in UK. The purpose of this fund is to enhance the uptake and production of green hydrogen. We have something called the Net Zero Green Hydrogen Accelerator. This is basically to demonstrate end-to-end switching of industrial fuel, how that can be efficient, how that can be cost effective. So these are some of the initiatives that we do in UK. In India, like I said, green hydrogen is extremely, at the high level of our agenda. At the central level, we have established something called a UK-India Green Hydrogen Hub. It has around more than 180 UK academic universities and Indian universities. The objective of that, again, is to promote the whole research in the space of green hydrogen. And under this, we have facilitated an MOU between the University of Birmingham and HPCL. That's one of our initiatives that we are doing. Then to promote R&D in this green hydrogen space, what we are doing is we have proposed a pilot sprint through which we'll sort of open funding calls through which Indian universities or academic institutions can apply for those funding calls and to access these funds for doing some work on the R&D side of it. And all of this is going to be done under the broad umbrella of what we are calling the UK-India Innovation for Net Zero Center. So this is something that will be a broader umbrella under which a lot of work is going to happen. And so it's a unique coalition of India and UK policymakers, researchers, R&D companies, startups, hubs. It's a very unique initiative that we are trying to do here. And there will be three key focus areas of that center. One is decarbonizing the manufacturing process, then innovating for transport and energy sector. And then we're also looking at the idea of twinning cities. twinning again based on this whole net zero aspect. So these are the three thrust areas of the center. Between UK and India, again, we have something which is a very broad bilateral technical assistance program that we call as Aspire, which is accelerating smart power and renewable energy in India. So this is between the government of UK and our Indian counterparts here are the MNRE and the Ministry of Power. We work under this program, we work at the central level as well as the subnational level. The key focus areas of this particular program are renewable energy, energy storage, green hydrogen is one of them, smart power is one of them. So 3-4 identified sectors. Specifically relevant for this region is we are working with the state of Haryana under this particular program. And the focus again is green hydrogen. And we are trying to support the state government in doing an opportunity assessment and drafting the policy document for green hydrogen, doing some sort of feasibility study for the pilots, and establishing knowledge exchange partnerships between academic institutions in UK and relevant counterparts in Haryana. So that's the Aspire program. Another interesting program that you're very well aware of is the Climate Compatible Growth Program. This is a £38 million program, which is not just for India, but across, which is again funded by the Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, Government of UK. This year, we came to India, and green hydrogen is one of the focus areas for that particular program. And we had good discussions with IIT Ropar and PEDA on this, and now we are sort of looking forward to work through the program with IIT Ropar and further research on the green hydrogen space. Another interesting area that I'd like to mention, which may be interest for startups who are here, we have there is an initiative called NEEV Fund, which is sort of a joint partnership between some international institutions, including the FCDO. We are one of the partnering bodies in that particular fund. And NEEV Fund essentially provides investment for startups working in the clean growth and green space. And in that, we have provided support to one of these startups called Hygenco that works specifically on the green hydrogen space, and it operates in Haryana as well. So I think these are some of the key areas through which we are working in India. I've not mentioned the other areas. I'm just trying to focus on the green hydrogen space. I hope this is helpful. Thank you.